Like many other teens, Ilyas and Atik Ibadi were also fascinated with superheroes and their superpower adventures. In fact, they enjoyed them so much, they even wrote a book with their own fictional heroes called Warrior Saints. Atik and Ilyas invited me to their home studio to see the artistic process unfold. Atik Ibadi is the wordsmith. He conceives the fascinating characters while his brother Ilyas illustrates.
We wanted to produce what we consider as a source of moral entertainment. A lot of the characters that you see, a lot of the stories that you see, you know, they don't really have a moral basis. A lot of it is gratuitous entertainment. Just, you know, to, you could say, excite a person's senses, but not really putting forth a good message, to, especially to kids.
Owed in part to the spiritual nature of these superheroes, the book is rightly titled Warrior Saints.
We wanted to produce the story with characters and people from all over the world, because heroes aren't just from one part of the world. So you'll see there's characters, you know, we've created our own fictional world, but it includes everybody that you would see in this world.
And this fictional world is so really cool. Kind of tell me, what is the general storyline?
As you'll see, this one says Warrior Saints Episode 1, The Three Kingdoms.
The Three Kingdoms,
it starts out with three kingdoms, and they're generally at peace, but there's a dark outside force that wants to set them against each other because it wants control over everything. You know, the whole divide and conquer thing. So you have heroes from every one of these kingdoms. They see glimpses and evidences of this, you know, secret dark force coming forth, and they rise up to stop it. And the story is about their character, how they deal with these conflicts, and how they come together in order to defeat this evil power.
Atik explains that their fictional world is not restricted to male heroes alone.
Then you have, of course, you know, it's not just guys.
We
Girls,
got the ladies.
Ladies, of course.
Yes.
Sometimes the best warrior saints you could see.
Ilyas Ibadi visualizes and brings to life the characters which his brother conceptualizes.
If just anything comes up to mind, I'll start drawing, like this character. Because we wanted to keep the story interesting and not to have just humans or monsters. You want to keep it varied and develop it as it goes.
Very much like filmmakers, these artists also storyboard their scenes in the form of pencil drawings. These drawings provide a springboard upon which characters are developed and plots thickened.
So if we can start over here, because when I first walked in, I said, this looks like a big giant storyboard.
It is.
And lo and behold, there is a storyboard down here.
So this is just one of the storyboards that we've done. I'll write a chapter or two, and then we want to make some drawings for the story. So what we'll do is I'll go through the story, and I'll select certain parts of the story that we say could become very good visual images.
Right.
The brothers explain that character development usually starts with a brainstorming meeting. Atik describes the character he has in his head, and Ilyas sketches it on paper. After a character is pencil sketched, it's then drawn again digitally. Ilyas uses a digital pen to redraw the character directly on the computer screen. It is a fascinating process to watch. What Ilias does is almost impossible for me to replicate. With Atik's help, I chose to partake rather in coming up with a character. Ilias agreed to draw it on screen simultaneously.
Here's what I want, what I'd like. You know, I see a lot of birds and flying animals in there, but I'd like this character to be able to fly herself.
You want her to fly?
She has talents. But I want her eyes to be kind of slanted like a bird's would be, you know, kind of the, you know, bird eyes, big, but
Well, how about she could have a headpiece that has a lot of feathers on it?
That's hot. I like that. This is cool. Is she swooping down at something?
No.
Well, she's looking like a bird would at their prey.
Is she gazing at something
you know?
right now?
Not necessarily gazing, but kind of how a bird...
Surveying, scanning?
Right there, right there. I guess she's in the air.
Or do you want it to look like she just jumped off a cliff and she's about to glide down?
That's nice.
How's that?
I like that right there.
Even it out. That's it. And we're finished. It's good enough?
The Abadi brothers create heroes who rely on their moral fiber to win over evil forces in the Warrior Saints series. With these powerful role models, the Abadi brothers attempt to create new archetypes who serve as significant role models for kids and teens to emulate.